Hello बच्चों, good morning. So I welcome you all to your favorite channel Physics Made Easy by DCB. Myself Dayalchan Pathak. So we were discussing in class 11th about unit and measurement. In last lecture we have discussed about the methods for measurement of large distances, and in that we have discussed about two methods, that is echo method and laser method. Echo method and laser method. So today lecture also we will continue the same topic, that is method of measurement of large distances. So today also we will discuss about the methods for the measurement of large distances. So let's see what are the other methods. The next method is radar method. Which method? Radar method. Radar method. This method is, the full form of this radar is radio detection and ranging. This is called radio detection and ranging. Many times you will get this question in exam, that what is the full form of radar. Radar means radio detection and ranging. Number second, this is the first part about this one. Number second, it is work on the principle of reflection. That means this method is also work on the principle of reflection. This is also work on the principle of reflection. Here the word is used radio. Radio waves are used in radar method. Which waves are used here? Radio waves. In laser method, which waves we have used? Laser waves. For this method, which waves we have to use? Radar radio waves. There are many waves in EM spectrum. When you will see the EM spectrum, there you will learn one table, that what? Redmi, MI. देखा means visible. UV, XY हो गया. This is a trick to memorize these waves. These are the waves of electromagnetic wave. There is a wave which is called electromagnetic wave. Light is an electromagnetic wave. Inside that electromagnetic wave, these waves are there. This is called Redmi. Redmi MI visible. UV XY हो गया. Redmi means radio, micro, infrared waves, visible light, UV rays, X rays, gamma rays. Yes, this is called gamma rays. So these are the rays. So which waves we use in radar? First wave, radio waves of EM wave we use for radar. Now where this method is used, see, it is used for detection of object like aeroplane, fighter plane. This means in sky we will detect aeroplanes, these devices by radar method. By which method? Radar method. How we will detect? See, suppose this is the fighter jet plane of any enemy. Suppose this is the fighter jet plane. ये fighter jet plane है. So what we will do? We continuously send the radio waves from the what? From the junction or headquarter of army, you can say. From here, they continuously send what? Radio waves. When these radio waves will come after reflection, they will note that time, that after how much time, if they are reflecting back, that means something is there. They will continuously sending what? Which waves? Radio waves. And if they will reflect it back, agar वापस आई, yes, if they will reflect it back, that means the wavelength of radio waves is maximum. Due to that reason, wavelength of radio wave maximum. Due to that reason, they have used radio waves. So when they will reflect it back, that means something is their way. उनके रास्ते में कुछ ना कुछ है. तो अगर वो वापस आती है रिफ्लेक्ट होकर, इसका मतलब उसके रास्ते में कुछ है. सो दे विल नोट द टाइम that how after how much time they are going to reflect. Let this object is at distance x, then they will apply the formula. What is the formula for reflection? Distance equal to speed into time. What is the formula? Distance equal to speed into time. Distance is how much? X for incident and plus x for reflection. Total is 2x. Speed of radio wave is equal to speed of time, light, c into t. So from here 2x equal to c into t. So x equal to c into t by 2. The speed of radio wave is how much? 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second, equal to speed of light, because these all waves are inside the light. Light is also electromagnetic wave, so inside that. So its speed is 3. So by this formula you can find out how far that aeroplane in the sky from that position. उस position से कितना दूर है. So this method is called reflection method. So radar method is used for detection of aeroplanes. Yes. So this was the third method for measurement of large distance. Now next is the next method for the measurement of large distances is called, this is called sonar method. What? Sonar method. This method is also measurement used for measurement of large distances. बड़ी distances के measurement में ये method यूज की जाती है. अब कहाँ की जाती है? What is the principle? Now number first point. What is the meaning of sonar? Sonar का meaning होता है sound and means navigation and ranging. What is the full form? Sound, navigation and ranging. Sonar का full form क्या है? Sound, navigation and ranging. Yes. Now this, it is also work on reflection. The principle of this device is also reflection. This method is also work on the principle of reflection. These all are same, but at different places we use this method. Number third, it is used for detection of objects inside water, like जैसे submarine. Everybody know inside the sea you see that there are submarines of every country. So how the other country, suppose Indian submarines are there, so how they come to know where is that? So everybody is tracing their path by this method. How far they are from, they are coming to our area or not, is they are in our area or not, how they check it by sonar method. So like submarine, sea rock, these all inside the water, whatever you will measure inside the water, how far it is from that point. So you will use what? Sonar method. In this method, which waves are used? In sonar method, ultrasonic waves are used. Waves are used. कौन सी waves यूज होती है? Ultrasonic waves. Keep this mind. In radar method, radio waves were there, but in sonar method inside the water, which waves are used? Ultrasonic. Now how it works? See. Suppose this is sea. ये है समुद्र. Yes. Now in that, there is a submarine. This is a submarine inside it. We want to find out the position of this submarine from this point T. So what we will do? We will incident a ray. Which ray? Ultrasonic waves. Then if it will reflect back, we will note that time. Let the submarine is at a distance x. मान लीजिए कितने distance पे x. So what we will do then? We will apply the formula. Distance, speed into time. Time we will note that after how much time it is going to reflecting back. तो हम टाइम को नोट करके रखेंगे कितने समय बाद वो आपके सिग्नल पर वापस आपके उस जगह पर आ गई. तो डिस्टेंस इज x प्लस x. x फॉर इंसिडेंट, x फॉर रिफ्लेक्शन. x plus x. Speed, let v, speed of ultrasonic wave will be given in different conditions, will be different. So 2x equal to v into t. So x equal to v into t upon 2. So by this method you can find out how far the submarine from that point t. So this method is also work on the principle of reflection. This is 4 methods. So there are 4 methods which work on the principle of reflection. Echo method, laser method, radar method and sonar method. But different thing. Echo method. By echo method you can find out the distance of mountain on the earth from some place. In laser method you can find out the distance of moon, other stars from earth's surface. In radar method you can find out the position of aeroplane like this object. And in sonar method you can find out the distance of object inside the water. This is the differences. And in different conditions, different methods, different waves are used, but process is same, formula is same, and different things, different places we use these methods. Only the difference is that some are used inside the water, some are used in sky like this. Yes, some methods we can use on the surface of earth. So these were the 4 main methods which work on the principle of reflex. Now next method for the measurement of length, that is called triangulation method. What method? Triangulation method. triangulation. Triangulation method. Triangulation method. As you know, जैसा नाम है वही काम है. Triangulation method. What is this? This is another method which is used to measure the large distances. Yes, this method, where we use this method is used geometry of triangle. This method is used geometry of triangle. इस method में जो use होता है वो क्या use होता है? Here we use geometry of triangle. क्या यूज होती है इसमें? ज्योमेट्री ऑफ ट्रायंगल. ज्योमेट्री ऑफ ट्रायंगल क्या करते देखिए. लेट देयर इज ए ऑब्जेक्ट एट सम प्लेस. देयर इज ए ऑब्जेक्ट ए बी ऑफ हाइट h. एंड व्हाट हाइट? h. वी वांट टू मेजर इट्स पोजीशन फ्रॉम o. o इज कॉल्ड ऑब्जर्वेशन पॉइंट. o is the observation point. Suppose we want to find out the position of this tree from where? From O. This is a tree of height h. We want to find out the position of this tree from point O. This point O is called observation point. Then by using a device, what we will do, we will find out the elevation angle here. Which angle? Elevation angle. And what is that? See, suppose the distance of this tree is x. How much? X. And O is observation point. So from observation point we will find out this angle theta. Theta is angle. Theta को क्या बोलते हैं? Elevation angle. Everybody know in mathematics you have used elevation angle. Yes. By which method, by which device you will find out this elevation? That device is called sextant. क्या बोलते हैं? Sextant. By using sextant at point O, by using a device sextant at point O, you will find out what? Angle of elevation. Angle of elevation. Then what you will do? You know that this is a triangle now. This angle if you will get, you will touch, you will join that. This is called base. This is called perpendicular, and this is called hypotenuse. Then what you will do? You will find out tan theta. What is tan theta now? Tan theta is called perpendicular upon base. This sign is for perpendicular. ये जो sign होता है किसके लिए यूज होता है? Perpendicular. Perpendicular is what? H upon base is x. So x equal to h upon tan theta. So tan theta you will get by this device sextant. So by sextant you will get the tan theta and the height should be given. So in this way you can find out how far the point from this point of observation. Is it clear? This is very easy method. So this triangle method, normally you have used triangulation method. This method is called triangulation method. Geometry of triangle here we use. Here few points you have to keep in mind. This angle is called elevation angle, And the device which is used to find out this angle is called sextant. What is the name of the device? Sextant. Yes. So by this sextant you will find out the angle, and then you will apply this formula to find out the position. So this is another method by which you can find out the height, the distances. Yes, by triangulation method. Triangle का use करके. Triangulation, triangle use करके. This method normally you will not get. Here in triangulation method, sometime in competitive exam you will get two triangles. So these two triangles you have to keep in your mind. In a triangulation method, normally you will get two triangles like this. In that triangle, what will be given? The angles will be given to you 37 degree or maybe 53 degree. These two angles, these are not in your table. ये एंगल आपके टेबल पे नहीं होते हैं, है ना? सो इनको आप याद रख लेंगे. ये मोस्ट ऑफ कॉम्पिटेटिव एग्जाम में पूछे जाते हैं. क्या है इसमें देखिए, आप tan थीटा cos थीटा कुछ भी निकाल सकते हैं. ये क्या होता है? बेस perpendicular hypotenuse, base perpendicular hypotenuse. Everybody know that what? Sin theta. क्या होता है sin theta? What is sin theta? Sin theta is called perpendicular upon hypotenuse, perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Cos theta, base upon hypotenuse. Tan theta, perpendicular upon base. Everybody know about it. So the sides are here fixed. ये साइड फिक्स होता है. इसमें सामने वाला कितना होता है? 3, ये होता है 4 और ये होती है 5 मीटर. यहाँ पर क्या होता है? सामने वाला होता है 4, ये होता है 3 और ये होता है 5. दिस थिंग यू कीप इन माइंड. सो अगर साइन थीटा निकालना पड़ा साइन 35, तो सपोज आपको निकालना है साइन 37 डिग्री फ्रॉम दिस ट्रायंगल. साइन 37, साइन इज परपेंडिकुलर अपॉन हाइपोटेन्यूज. व्हाट इज परपेंडिकुलर? 3. हाइपोटेन्यूज इज 5. 3/5. This is sin 37 is 3/5. What is the value of sin 37? Similarly, you can find out sin 53. Similarly, with cos 10, everything you can find out. So these two you keep in your mind. This is very important for competitive exams. See, these are fixed. 37 में perpendicular is 3, base is 4, hypotenuse is 5, and in case of 53, perpendicular is 4, this is 3, and this will be the 5. Now, so in triangle method, this keep this thought in your mind. Now, the next method for the measurement of large distances, very very important method. This method is called parallax method. What is this? This is called parallax method. Parallax method. This is another method for the measurement of large distance. Where this method is we use? Normally we use this method. Parallax method used for measurement of star, planets. Like this means in solar system we use by parallax we can measure, very important thing, we can measure distances up to 100 light year. Means 100 light year तक की जो भी distances हैं in planet, stars, anywhere, the distances which are up to 100 light year, you can use this method. This method is parallax method. So how this method is work? Suppose you want to find out the distance of this star from Earth, from the Earth. Then what? You have to select 2 points on the Earth surface. आपको 2 points select करने होते हैं near about A and B, like this. Suppose we are observe. I am going to observe. मान लीजिए मैं इस marker को देख रहा हूँ. There are 2 eye. ठीक है? Left eye से देखता हूँ. This is, see, this is the marker. I am going to observe this marker from here. These are my 2 eye. The first one and this is second one. यहाँ से observe करूँगा. This is peak point where I am going to observe. I have observed point this is. So what angle will form here? See, I am going to observe from here. This, from this. Yes, from 2 points when we will observe the object, there will be an angle. This angle is called parallax angle. What is that? Parallax angle. Similarly, suppose you want to find out the distance of this star from the Earth. For that, you have to take 2 near points From where you are observing, you have to take at that place 2 points. They are near to each other. Let these are the 2 points at distance d, near to each other. This is called base. क्या बोलते हैं इसको? Base. Then you will observe this from these 2 points. Then you will see there is an angle will form. This angle is called angle of parallax. Angle of parallax. So for parallax method, what you will do, you will take 2 near object on the place from where you want to observe. Then you will measure that angle, that is called parallax angle, and let this distance is how much r, which we want to wish to find. हमने ये distance निकालनी है. Let this distance is r. Then we know that angle equal to arc upon radius. Everybody know in which angle? Plane angle. This is like a arc, so we can use angle equal to arc upon radius. So here this angle will be like theta. So theta will become, arc is how much? D upon radius is r. So r is cross multiplication d upon theta. So we can find out this r from this, from there, from earth. We can find out the position of star from the earth. But here is the problem. This theta will be not in degree. This theta will be maybe in radian. You have to take the theta in radian. Theta should be in radian. किस में होना चाहिए? Should be in radian. Theta should be in radian. Theta हमेशा radian में होना चाहिए. And in previous lecture we have discussed how to convert from degree to radian, from second to radian, from minute to radian. Here you have to use that. Yes? How? If you want to change degree to radian, radian is what? Pi upon 180 radian. If you want to change degree equal to radian. If you want to change minute equal to pi upon 180 into 60 radian. If you want to change second, pi upon 180 into 60 radian. So every time whatever this parallax angle will be given, that you have to change in what? In radian only, because this is what? Plane angle, and plane angle unit is radian. It is supplementary unit. So this is another method, but this method is used only up to 100 light year. कहाँ तक यूज होता है? 100 light year. So that means you can find out the position of stars, positions of planets from the earth, which are up to 100 light year. जो कितने light year तक हो? 100 light year. And 1 light year equal to how much? This also we have discussed. 1 light year 9.46 10 to the power 15 meter. So up to this 100 light year you can measure the distances by this parallax method. This is very important method. Very important method. So for parallax method, 2 points you have to select, then you have to find out the parallax angle. This all will be given to you in for numerical part, so you can check that. Yes. So this was the very important method for the planets and stars to find out the distance of planet and star from some places, from any planet. Suppose you want to find out the position of stars from, not from Earth only, you can use this method from different planets also to find out the position of stars from different planets. So you can use, there is no problem. Now this was the parallax. But if the distances, now we can use by parallax, we can measure up to 100 light. So after 100 light year, if I will write, if distance is more than 100 light year, then what will? तब क्या होगा? अगर distance 100 light year से ज़्यादा हुई, then in that case we can't use this parallax method. Then what we will do? तब हम क्या करेंगे भाई? Then we will use another method for measurement of distance, that is called spectroscopic method. What is spectroscopic? Spectroscope का यूज किया जाता है. Spectroscopic method. This spectroscopic method, it is used to measure distances more than how much? 100 लाइट ईयर। 100 लाइट ईयर तक तो कौन नाप सकता है? पैरालैक्स से कर सकते हैं। अगर 100 लाइट ईयर से ज्यादा है, इन दैट केस वी विल यूज दिस मेथड। नाउ हाउ दिस मेथड इज यूज्ड, हाउ दिस मेथड इज वर्क, सी हियर केयरफुली, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट मेथड दिस इज। नाउ एवरीबॉडी नो, सबने सुना होगा इंटेंसिटी। व्हाट इज इंटेंसिटी? इंटेंसिटी इज रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय आई। इंटेंसिटी ऑफ द बल्ब कहते हैं ब्राइटनेस ऑफ द बल्ब, पावर। What is intensity? Intensity means होता है what is the power of that. Suppose this in my room the bulb is glowing, the bulb glow कर रहा है, so what will be the intensity of this bulb? Intensity बोलते हैं, किसे बोलते हैं intensity? Intensity होती है power per unit area is called intensity. Whatever power is coming, that per unit area is called intensity. Suppose this is a bulb. This is bulb. This bulb is glow. Suppose we connect it through a battery or cell, then a current start to flow and this will glow. Yes, it will emit energy, and energy per unit time is called power, and power per unit time is called what? Power per unit time is called intensity. Suppose we want to find out the intensity of this bulb around this region at distance r from it. So how we find out? Intensity I will be power of bulb at P upon area of this is what? Pi r square. And if you are taking it sphere is 4 pi r square. The area of sphere is 4 pi square. So intensity, if I want to find out the intensity of this bulb, so around this bulb I will make a sphere in that region. इससे बाहर निकालना तो दूसरा sphere बना लूंगा. So how we find out? Let the power of this bulb is P upon area I. So we can say that from here we come to know that I inversely depend on R square. R is the distance. Yes, the intensity is inversely depend on R square. Intensity किस पे depend करती है? R square. And this spectrometer is work on this principle. जो spectrometer है वो इसी principle पे काम करता है कि intensity of a lighting thing is inversely depend of the position. R पर इन्वर्सली डिपेंड करता है इट्स इंटेंसिटी। कितना जितना दूर हो जाएगा इंटेंसिटी उतनी क्या होगी? कम होगी, इट विल बी लेस। सो क्या किया जाता है इन दिस केस? नाउ हाउ वी फाइंड आउट? सो इट विल क्लियर फॉर अस दैट इंटेंसिटी इन्वर्सली डिपेंड ऑन आर स्क्वायर. आई एम कीपिंग दिस थिंग हियर ओनली. सपोज वी वांट टू फाइंड आउट द डिस्टेंस ऑफ दिस स्टार वेरी फार फ्रॉम द अर्थ. सपोज दिस इज अर्थ and this star, far star, this is a far star. So what we will do, let the star position is R2 and its intensity is I2. So what we will do, we want to find out the distance. This is more than, the R is greater than 100 light year. Now we have to use spectroscopic method. Spectroscopic method, what we will do, we will take a near star. हम क्या करेंगे? एक नजदीक स्टार जिसकी डिस्टेंस हमें पता है उसे मेजर कर लेंगे. लेट दिस इज R1 एंड इट्स इंटेंसिटी इज I1. वी वांट टू फाइंड आउट द डिस्टेंस ऑफ दिस स्टार, इट्स इंटेंसिटी इज I2. इसकी चमक I2 है. बाय डॉपलर इफेक्ट वी विल फाइंड आउट इट्स इंटेंसिटी, कि हाउ मच इट इंटेंसिटी. एंड फॉर टू फाइंड आउट दिस पोजीशन ऑफ दिस स्टार, फार स्टार, वी विल टेक ए नियर स्टार. हम क्या करेंगे? एक नजदीक नियर स्टार को लेंगे जो कि जिसकी पोजीशन हमें पता होगी. Then what we will do? We will apply the formula. Now I directly depend on 1 upon R square. So we can write I1 directly depend on 1 upon R1 square, equation 1. I2 directly depend 1 upon R2 square, equation 2. 1 over 2 will be I1 upon I2 R2 square upon R1 square. देखिए डिवाइड करेंगे तो ऊपर चला जाएगा ना. तो by this method say I1 I2 will be with, आपको I1 I2 पता होगा, दोनों स्टारों के इंटेंसिटी हमें पता है, नियर बाय और स्टार की पोजीशन भी हमें पता है क्योंकि इसकी पोजीशन हम बाय पैरेलैक्स निकाल चुके होंगे. इसमें तो पैरेलैक्स मेथड नहीं लग रही है. फॉर स्टार इट्स डिस्टेंस इज मोर देन 100 लाइट ईयर, सो हियर वी कांट यूज द पैरेलैक्स मेथड, बट इट्स डिस्टेंस इज लेस देन 100 लाइट ईयर. इसकी हमने डिस्टेंस निकाली बाय पैरेलैक्स और इन दोनों को कंपेयर कर दिया. सो वी कैन फाइंड आउट द डिस्टेंस ऑफ far star. Yes, so this is very important method for the measurement of last distances. So these were the methods ये वो मेथड्स हैं. From here you will get the question. Means this distance, mass was depend in time. In that in inertial balance we have discussed. Similarly, distances are depend on all the factors. Intensity पे depend करते हैं everything. So in competitive exam you will get the question from here only because nobody study this part. कोई भी इस part को study नहीं करता. Because student think that this is unnecessary. Nothing is unnecessary. कुछ भी नहीं होता. कुछ भी नहीं है. Clear? चलिए. So these were the large methods. These are the methods for measurement of large distances. Is it clear? So I hope that you have learned something from it. फिर मिलूंगा लास्ट टॉपिक लेके इस चैप्टर का. उसमें हम देखेंगे कि how to find out. In next lecture we will discuss how to find out the very small distances. See. Up to 10 to the power minus 5 meter. 1 year कैलिपर्स का यूज हमने किया था स्क्रू गॉज. 1 year कैलिपर्स 10 to the power minus 5 मीटर तक नापता है, 4 तक नापता है. स्क्रू गॉज 10 to the power minus 15 तक नापता है. यहाँ तक हम पहुंच गए थे. लेकिन साइज ऑफ एटम इज 10 to the power minus 10. साइज ऑफ न्यूक्लियस 10 to the power minus 14 मीटर. So for this very small, how we will find out the distances, the size of atom, nucleus, these small distances by which method? So in next lecture we will discuss for small methods. Methods for measurement of small distances. Many methods are there and very interesting. Yes. So तब तक के लिए stay home, stay safe. Bye.